All right, let's talk about arrow functions. Arrow functions are a newer way of declaring functions with JavaScript. Before arrow functions, we could declare functions using function declarations and using function expressions. For each of them, I'm going to give you one example so you're up to speed. A function declaration is where we have a function name and we don't store the function inside the function definition inside a variable. Let's say I have a function called details. Details, if I can type it correctly. Let's say we have a first name, a last name, and then what I'm going to add is I'm also going to add a job for that person. Now, what I would like to do is I would like this function to return my full name as, let's grab first name, and then let's grab last name, and I am a job, correct? Cool. And we know this is going to work. We are going to grab our details function, and I'm going to call that, and I'm going to pass in something for the name, something for the last name. So I'm going to say Muslim is going to be the name. The last name is going to be Hilali, and the job is going to be developer. And when I save it, we are not going to see anything on the console because we are not console logging anything. So I'm going to store this function invocation inside a variable, and that variable is going to be called const personal details. Cool. And let's say console.log personal details. Let's save that. There we go. My name is Muslim. My full name is Muslim Hilali, and I am a developer. Now, this was one way of creating a function. This is called a function declaration, and I'm going to comment this one out. We also have function expression. And for that function expression, we don't have a function name. These are anonymous functions. Technically, they could be named anonymous or not. So it depends on your perspective. And this is a function expression, const. And when I save it, we basically get the same result. And now we have another way of creating a function. Well, not now, we have added for several years now. And that is called arrow functions. Now, arrow functions are a more modern way of creating functions. The thing that arrow functions actually lack is the this keywords. They don't have any this keyword binding. I'm not going to get into that anymore. We're just going to go ahead and talk about the syntax for arrow functions. Arrow functions are also function expressions. So I'm going to grab our function expression and I'm going to convert it to an arrow function so you can really see what is happening here. First things first, in an arrow function, we don't have the function keyword. We don't have it at all, okay? And then what we are going to do is we are going to add a fat arrow. It's not a good name, but it's something that actually is its name. So I'm going to hit the equality sign and then this angle bracket. And now this is basically an arrow function. That's it. This is an arrow function. Now, arrow functions have a lot smaller syntax. Whenever you want to return something from an arrow function, arrow functions have something that is called an implicit return. So if the only thing that you want to do with a function is return a string, you don't need this syntax. So what you're going to do is you're going to get rid of the return keyword and you're going to get rid of the function block and you're going to save this. And it's still going to work. Technically, it is one line, but because my font is too big, I think it looks like it is on 2 lines. But it could be like on 1 line. So this is actually the good thing about arrow functions. But my prettier, it actually rearranges the code like that. I'm going to make this bigger a little bit. Let's zoom in. I think this was the level. So this is everything about arrow functions up until now. See you in the next video.